guys, I'm Ash and this is Ree.
And you're here with season 2 of Tea with BXB, and we're here with the one and only Smilez.
Yay! Welcome back.
I know. So this day and a day a year ago, we did our first interview with you.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
That's crazy. This must be God's plan.
Honestly,
I swear.
It wasn't even made supposed to be like this. Do you know what I mean? That's crazy.
When we were researching as well for the interview, just seeing the growth compared to the last interview, like everything you've done and achieved since is crazy. But just for those who don't know, introduce yourself and how you got into music.
So my name is Smilez, as you know, from Tale, also known as Samson. I've been rapping for over 5 years.
And how did you get into music? What got you into it?
I've always been into it. Like, obviously, I've been listening to like Lil Wayne, Meek Mill when I was younger. And when I was a kid, I was just like rapping gibberish. To be honest with you, I was literally rapping, putting gibberish together. And one day, that gibberish actually made sense. I got a few lyrics out of it.
Yeah.
I gave it a go. And then I put an audio up on Facebook and it went off. You know, Facebook back in the days, everyone was on Facebook.
Yeah.
I was coming up Facebook famous. After that one, the audio dropped. It was crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
that's
I
it.
just
That's
took on
it.
from there.
Yeah. And obviously we're sitting here a couple of days before the release of Council Estate Dreams. We're so excited. Feel like I've been hearing about it forever and it's finally here. Do you want to kind of talk us through the process of making that? Because we've seen loads of marketing, loads of press tours. Talk about the process a little bit.
Well, throughout that whole campaign with Council Estate Dreams, like I say, there was a lot of ups and downs because as I was doing that mixtape, I was also homeless as I put that in the mixtape. So there's a lot going on during that mixtape. I'm talking about me being homeless, breakups, you know what I mean? So a lot of trauma going on. So it did take over a year and a half for me to put it together. But it took so long because there was also a lot going on, do you know what I mean? But I put that into the music, so hopefully
You were
everyone
literally living the
understands
experiences.
the way, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's amazing. And I can see there as well, you have a track with Scripta and Maverick Sabre, which is huge. I know he's one of your inspirations as well. What was that like working with him?
I wouldn't say starstruck now because I'm a bit big myself.
I would be.
But like, it was a big achievement. I was very happy to be like alongside Maverick, and I mean sharing different sounds with seeing how he works. It's mad. Like you learn new things, and I mean he was learning from me, I was learning from Maverick.
Wow.
And such a big name in Ireland, you wouldn't really find a black artist making a song with white Irish artists like that. So it's definitely going to go down in the books.
It's huge. Did he give you any advice that you can share?
He's a real quiet guy, to be honest. He's a real quiet guy, but he didn't really have to give me advice. I could really learn from his aura.
Just watching,
he moves. He's very humble. You know what I mean? His work rate, like he just, any kind of beat, he just put his mind to it. You know what I mean? And it's like whenever there's a mic in front of him, he block everyone out. He just focus. So that's one thing I learned.
That's amazing.
And he gives it his all. So
so you picked up a lot from him anyway, and obviously we all actually seen Maverick Sabre when we were with you at the Ireland for All March as well. He was performing. How did that opportunity come about, and why did you feel like it was important?
It's actually crazy. It was a bit, I'll call it a jammy one, to be honest. There was a time I was shooting a song, obviously you know the song Era, it's on my mixtape also. Era, I was talking about the homeless, all the struggles that's going on in Ireland. And basically I was looking to make my own protest. So I was going to knock door to door in my own estate, in my get a protest together, knock on everyone's door, say, hey, can you come out at this time? All of us gather up. But there was actually a time we seen a homeless poster event. And they actually reached out to us to perform at it. So I was like, wow,
that's
over
amazing.
200,000 people there. So I took the opportunity, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like that's amazing. You just started talking about knocking at people's doors, trying to get your own protests going. And I feel like when we first met you, you were a lot younger. You were still like into friends and hanging out and doing all that. When did you become so passionate about those issues? Is it just going through it yourself?
You know what I've realized a lot of people aren't there for you when you actually are going through a lot of stuff. Everyone might shout you if you're having a party, if you're going out to a board or whatever, if you're having the time of your life, everyone's gonna hit you up like, yeah, I'm on that. But when shit gets real, no one's knocking at your door or texting my phone. You know what I mean? That's what I said. That's why my new mixtape is, the mindset I have is literally every man for themselves. You know what I mean? That's the mindset I'm going into 2024, 2023. That's the mindset I have now.
Yeah, that's it.
What do you think? Like, I know you said that there's been a lot of growth, but where do you think the growth has come from within yourself in the past 2 years?
So I say I grew from pain. And just once you feel a certain kind of pain, you pick your socks up a bit. Like you have to grow as a man because your friends aren't going to be there to solve your problems for you. You have to take it all on the chin. My manager's not going to be there 24/7. He's not going to be there when I'm in my darkest place and I'm in my darkest time. So I had to grow. You know what I mean? It's life. So, yeah.
That's huge respect, and at least look, you've got this whole project to show for it as well, and I feel like it's going to make it so relatable to so many people. You know, there's a lot of people facing homelessness, discrimination, so the fact that you're shining light on it is huge, so well done for that.
Hopefully, and one thing I actually want to do, I really want to, even though I am young, as you said, you can see a lot of growth in me.
100%.
I know a lot of olders are going to be listening to this mixtape or looking into the videos and stuff. It is going to be pushing them as well. I might be young, but I also have a voice. I can motivate everyone around me. You know?
I love that.
That's amazing. And just speaking about, like, obviously there's so many ages within the Irish industry, but do you think there's much support? Like, do you think the support has changed from the Irish industry from 2 years ago?
100%. I feel like a lot of Irish artists just want to be in their own lane. You know what I mean? There's certain artists are trying to make more music talking about gang-related stuff, so they probably feel like they're that kind of person. They probably feel like they're gangsters themselves. Feel like they don't want to like support anyone else, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? The real will win at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And
like, personally, do you feel like you've been shown more love and support and opportunities since we sat down 2 years ago, let's say?
I say 2 years ago I was showing support, but this year, no, it's fuck everyone. That's the mindset I'm on, to be honest.
Really?
I have to be real with you. I'm being
go ahead.
you. Like,
of course.
Right now, like, I don't, if it's not business, I don't want no friends in the music thing anymore.
Yeah.
But do you think, like, from a business perspective, like, there's artists that are showing you love? Because I feel like whenever I speak about you, everybody always has, like, such great things to say. You know what I mean? But that's obviously from an outsider looking in. Like, do you feel that same love?
It's fake. People use your name to seem. I'm not trying to be cocky or anything.
No.
Like, people try to use your name to sound cool or as if they're in there with you. You know what I mean? But behind closed doors, they're not really supporting me like that.
See, the fact that you're kind of on a press tour and you're trying to promote your thing, and what has the response been to that from, like, platforms that you've reached out to?
Obviously, a lot of platforms are helping me, but there's certain individuals in the game that are tied in with labels and stuff. I feel like they're the masters in this game that aren't really trying to help us. But and that's okay. It's okay to feel that way. We're still pulling the strings, you know what I mean?
That's
We're still getting the same work done that a label is doing for them, so it's not enough my back.
100%. And we're obviously close with your manager. He's part of BXB, and we've got to know you so well over the last 2 years, and we can vouch for the work ethic. 100%. It's crazy. Like, always in the studio, always doing something. So we can 100% vouch for that, and you'll do it yourselves regardless.
100%.
So
we're gonna show for Ireland. We don't need no label. Don't need no fucking.
That's it.
Exactly.
Money given to us. We're doing it ourselves, raw from the streets, picking ourselves up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And do you think it's obviously like a lot harder because, you know, I mean, you have to invest a lot more, like not only just your time, but like financially as well.
It's a lot of pressure. Like, it's a lot of pressure because even me trying to look good on a day-to-day basis, with music there as well, it's heavy. You know what I mean? It's heavy.
Yeah.
Like, I have my own life to like live. Like, I have to eat 24/7. I have to buy new clothes. I have to invest in studio time. It's a lot of pressure, bro.
Yeah. And what would you say to, like, people who are only starting to get into the industry? Because I think that can be a big fear for people, especially like because they don't know where to start. Like, it is a lot of money, but do you think the outcome is worth it?
It is worth it, because even like, you don't have to do like a video or a big budget video or anything like it. Even if it's an audio, there's always gonna be somebody that's gonna listen to you out there. So even if you think your music isn't the best to others, but in your own ears you feel like you can rap, then drop it, because everyone has their own fan base. Some people think Smilez is completely shit. I go live on TikTok or Instagram, people say Smilez your shit. They might be meaning that, but other people don't, you know what I mean? So just do your own thing. People fuck with you for being real. Like, just do your own craft.
I love that. And just a bit of a full circle moment. When we were speaking 2 years ago, we actually asked you the biggest crowd you performed to. And at the time, it was a nightclub in Galway with like 200 to 300 people. Tell everyone what the biggest crowd is you performed to now.
300,000, would you believe? It felt like a movie. It felt fake. Like, it felt like those are cartoons. I'm telling you.
We were there. Like, it was crazy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's what's so great is that if you're performing in front of like a crowd of 200 people or 300,000 people, like, the energy still matches. And that's what you need. Like, and that just shows that, like, you believe in your craft, like, and you're true to it, which is amazing.
100%.
Yeah, definitely. Back to the mixtape. I can see you've got a few collabs in there with Lalo.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring up Lalo again.
Lalo.
Where is Lalo?
He's laying low.
Of course, of course.
He's literally laying low, man.
On a serious note, though, when we were speaking to you last time as well, you said you just had enough songs that would be ready to fill an album, basically. Are we ever going to get a Lalo and Smilez project?
100%. Maybe early 2024. Who knows?
Early.
Ooh.
But you need to promise us or something.
I promise you, me and Lalo, we drop it.
Good. The world needs to hear that. The world needs to hear it.
Actual recorded equipment.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we need to hear it. There's so many songs, and like we've been so blessed to hear like a few teasers and stuff like that. But the whole world needs to hear it. Do you know what I
When
mean?
you two get in the studio
what
together.
Do you think of Lalo?
I love the guy.
100%.
So humble.
Sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
Very
He's the best
humble.
artist in Ireland, to be honest.
He is.
He's up there. He just needs to get back on it, because 100% he would blow if he is consistent with it. 110%, and both of you together, magic.
Yeah.
You just need to get on that.
Yeah.
110%. There's something else that's changed since the last time you were here. You're back with DBN as management.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Obviously in life, obstacles come your way.
Yeah.
Sometimes sometimes when you have something so good, you're not grateful for it. You actually don't realize what you actually have in your hand. I could say it was a phase where I was just popping off, so I was feeling like, yo, I'm smart, I don't need nobody. I have all the fame, I have all this and that. So somebody else approached me with a bit more money, you know what I mean? So I was thinking, okay, he's living the life already, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He already has everything. So I was thinking, if this guy's investing in me, I'm gonna be gone as well. But it's not really that thing at the end of the day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of work.
Yeah.
There's a lot behind the
way
scenes.
more to it. Like somebody's not just gonna feed you. That's what I was thinking. I was just stupid. Someone's just gonna feed me, but it's not really like that.
No.
You have to get yourself.
So did you approach DBN to go back?
I did approach, but see, me and my manager Haji, it's not really a thing that I had to approach. He could see it in my eyes that I needed his help. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't dropping for a while. Then we linked up one time. I didn't even have to say one word.
He knew.
He already knew. You know?
Yeah. That's such an important relationship to have as well. I think he's such a mentor, an important person in your life. And in this industry, we know how it can be. So it's a very good relationship. I'm glad you have management like that as well. Yeah.
And you know you have a good manager when a manager actually cares for you. I'm not just talking about your music or if he cares about your hits or anything. I'm talking about if your manager is really trying to see what you're eating throughout the day, if you slept good, that's someone that really cares about you, really wants to see you go far in life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I realised I had you.
100%. And we've seen it as well. You're, like you were saying, in the gym every day. You've got a full-time job as well as doing.
He texts me saying, "Yo, did you go to the gym today?" So
that's amazing.
Like that, it's real.
Yeah,
it's real.
That's unreal. I'm really glad that you have that relationship. One track that I want to talk about is "Letter to My Mum."
Okay.
It's obviously very deep, and you kind of touched on the homelessness part. Are you okay telling us a bit about that? Of course. Go ahead. So you just kind of talk about how the song came about.
So, letter to my mum. This is a time where I was homeless, obviously. I say I was asleep in my friend's sitting room. This is where I read it in a very dark place. I remember it was in a sitting room, loads of bin bags where I was sleeping. I was sleeping on top of loads of bin bags and shit, would you believe?
Yeah.
And throughout the middle of the night, I was trying to text my mom on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
But she already had me blocked, so I was like, damn, I can't get through to her. So I was like, let me just write lyrics, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wrote lyrics up. She a letter to my mom, that's what I done. And she explained to my mom what's going on in my life. Life's been a roller coaster, ain't nobody rolling though. So life's been I've been up and down, nobody's rolling with me, like physically, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So stuff like that. I've lost a lot of people. That's the shit I'm saying.
Of course. And what was your mom's reaction to the song?
I don't think she even heard it, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Not yet.
You've never kind of sat it down and played it?
But my mom, she's going to be coming to my lunch party, so I have a lot to say to her at that. So
I
feel like I will have a one-on-one speech to say to my mom at the lunch party.
Oh my God, I'm going to sob.
Oh yeah.
I already know.
Yeah.
So that obviously means you're back on good terms now. Yeah?
Something like that, yeah.
That's it. Better than you were back then, and you're doing a lot better for yourself. You have your head screwed on right. Again, we can vouch for that. So we're very proud of you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
But before we finish up, is there anything else you'd like to talk about or promote or anything?
My mixtape, Constant Estate Dreams, dropping on Friday, 2nd of June. Mm-hmm. And I'll be announcing a headline show very soon this year.
Wait, what?
When?
Sometime this year. I'm not gonna drop a date, but I'm definitely gonna.
Sometime, so 2023.
2023.
Locked in.
100%.
Cool.
I might have a tour. I might slip in a tour. You know what I mean, I have a few dates. I have Port Belfast, Galway booked up.
You're doing it big. That's it. That's
We're
it.
ready. We're ready for it.
Absolutely. And we'll be at the launch party or the listening party as well. We can't wait to hear it.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much for coming through again.
Anytime.
Full circle.
Yo, it's your boy Smilez. Shout out to BXB for having me here today. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Boom.